Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Barrett. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here in the What a Juice channel, and welcome back to the episode of the Chicago Cougars here on Madden 22. That is right. We are winding down the final season, including this episode. We have 3 more games in the regular season, and then it's the playoffs, and then the series, unfortunately, sadly, comes to a close. It's been a wild ride. I hope you guys have enjoyed it throughout. I know you guys have enjoyed it throughout. This has been the most successful thing on my channel of all time, so it's been a wonderful journey with the Chicago Cougars. Let's see if we can finish the season strong. We're 13-1, going up against our rivals, the Indianapolis Colts, for the final time. This is the final division game of the year. It's on the road in Lucas Oil. We're the much better team. Let's go see if we can get it done one more time. Hit that like button, subscribe channel, join the Juice Club. Let's get right to it. Here we are, as always, in the menu, the main screen, and it is Week 16 against the Indianapolis Colts. Now, we've taken a look at the end of last episode at some of our goals for this season. If you take a look, I mean, Zeke Elliott, we talked about this at the end of last video. This blew my mind. Zeke Elliott has already broken the rushing record for the season, and he's not done yet. He's going to keep extending it. I thought that we might have had a chance at breaking the record with Jonathan Taylor, who currently is at, how many rushing yards does Jonathan Taylor currently have? He has 1,400, so we're not even going to get anywhere close to Zeke Elliott's record. But if we were to get a couple more big-time rushing games, we could get 2,000. I guess it's possible, but we're not going to get anywhere near 2,100 or whatever he ends up setting it as for the end of the season. It's a wild season so far, and we also checked the sack record, and I probably knew this from last season, but I had forgotten about it. TJ Watt had 29 sacks last year. 29! I didn't stutter. 29 sacks. That's unfathomable to think about. Trent Favors is around like 17 or 18 sacks right now. We have a chance at breaking the real life sack record, which is 22 and a half or something like that, from Strahan, TJ Watt, all those guys, Gastineau. So that's the record that we have a chance of at least breaking in this season. We're not going to get anywhere near 29 or 30. That's for sure. We'd have to get 10 more sacks within these next 3 games with Trent Favors, and I don't think that's physically possible. So that record's sadly out the window. We could still get passing touchdowns in the season. I think we still have to get like 6 more to break. I think 55 is the record, so we have to get 6 more with Trey Lance. We could get receiving touchdowns and receiving yards with Terry McLaurin, so that's on the board. I don't think there's any more. We already have the interceptions in a season with Pat Surtain. We did that last year. He's already got like 9 or 10 this year too, so I mean he's playing very well. So there are some options for possibilities of breaking records this year. We're not going to break all of them, unfortunately. And we could get rushing touchdowns in a season. I think we only need like 2 or 3 more to break the record for Jonathan Taylor. So we're getting pretty close on that one too. But without further ado, it's time to spin the wheel. Let's bring up the wheel. Here we go. Click to spin the wheel. What is going to be our challenge slash maybe bonus thing that we get to do? It is going to be rush for 150 yards with your running back. All right, so I mean, hey, we were going to have to do this at some point to get Jonathan Taylor closer to 2,000 yards. So, I mean, rush for 150 yards with Jonathan Taylor. Well, with a running back, I guess. It doesn't have to be Jonathan Taylor, but it probably will be because he's our starter. So, rush for 150 yards with Jonathan Taylor. We will hopefully not forget about that. As for the weekly strategies, we are taking on the Colts. We know what they're all about. We've played these guys plenty of times in our series so far. We're going to continue to do... Actually, we're going to defend the outside run. Marlon Mack could be a problem for us. You never know. He wasn't a problem much last episode or last time we played him, but you never know. It's a new game. Anything could happen. We've got to do the throw 2 passing touchdowns, and we're going to do the training. We don't really need staff points at this point because staff points are kind of useless. We've pretty much done everything we need to do, and we're not gonna come back for next season, so it's not gonna matter too much. But we can take a quick look at the Colts roster just because it's been a few weeks since we've played the Colts, so we might want to refresh on who they have on their team. We know they have Trevor Goodrich as their quarterback, second-year man out of Boise State. Marlon Mack, we know, is their running back. Wide receiver room as Michael Gallup, Tutu Atwell, Larry Beal. It's not a great wide receiver room at all. Our corners should be able to eat them up. Tight end, Hayden Hurst and Harrison Bryant, or not Harrison, Hunter Bryant. Excuse me, I thought it was going to be Harrison Bryant. But those two are the tight ends. Then they have Orlando Brown Jr., Quentin Nelson, Ryan Kelly, Cameron Clark, and Braden Smith. So it's a pretty similar offensive line. One of the guys that I wish I would have gotten in this series is Quentin Nelson. Kwity Paye is their left end. Jason Matabuke is their right end. DeForest Buckner on the defensive line, a D tackle. Shaq Leonard, obviously in this game, he's Darius Leonard. Quentin Staley's hurt, so they'll have Caleb Sherman. They're basically the same player. Look at these stats. They're both 72 overall. They both have 87 speed, 91 excel. I mean, they're basically like the same player in terms of physically. That's crazy. So Caleb Sherman will start at middle linebacker. O'Shane Jimenez, or Zimenez, or however you pronounce his name, the Giants player, is the 74 overall right outside linebacker. Kenny Moore is here at the starting corner, number 1. Mark Flynn, Rashawn Swift, not a great cornerback room. Julian Blackman at free safety. Kari Willis at strong safety. Austin Seibert, Jack Kemp are the kicker punter. So it's not a great team. We knew that going in. Not a big deal. I mean, we put up 66 against the Patriots. So I think we'll be fine against a 6-8 Colts team who is not very good. We got to rush for 150 yards with Jonathan Taylor, and we got to continue to break some records with our offense and defense. So let's get into this game and hopefully extend some of those records / creep up on some of the other ones that we're not quite there yet. So hope you guys do go and enjoy. If you do, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Let's get right to it.
Back in week 3, the Cougars won a blowout in their previous game against the Colts. Can Indianapolis avoid the sweep? Find out next on Madden NFL 22.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with their opponents. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at our featured team here. They know coming in, they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late. So maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, any...
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Chicago Cougar football is underway in Indianapolis. Tajay Chamberlain is back to return this, and he will take it to the 23-yard line. And Trey Lance, Super Bowl MVP quarterback, comes onto the field. 50 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, 4,700 yards. And as you can see, you probably noticed in the intro, we have changed up the jersey combination a little bit. I haven't done this at all with the Chicago Cougars. I have not changed up the jerseys. It's always the home jerseys with the home pants and the away jersey with the away pants. But I decided, you know what? We're getting towards the end of the season. We might as well shake things up a little bit. So we're going all white. I couldn't do all white shoes, unfortunately, but we're going all white with the jersey, with the pants. I thought it'd be a fun little thing to add to this series since we haven't really changed, and there's not really a whole lot of combinations you can do with a created jersey or with a created team. You can't really change their uniforms combinations that much. You only have the home and the away. So we're finally rocking a new version of the jerseys. I guess you could say it's just the same jerseys, but we're rocking home and we're rocking both the home jerseys, I think, or maybe these are the ways. I don't remember. But we are going for it on 4th down. That's a quick throw to Kyle Pitts. It's been a struggle to start this game so far. The Colts have come to play in the first drive. But luckily, we have a certain tight end named Kyle Pitts, who's an absolute freaking stud, if you have forgotten. So, I don't know how you could forget about Kyle Pitts. He's a beast among children. And we've got 149 yards to go with Jonathan Taylor. It's going to be a long day if the Colts are stopping us from running. But we do have the ability to run in the 4th quarter. We've tried that previous couple times. We've been able to run in the 4th quarter. There's Jamar Chase. Couldn't actually turn up the field as quickly as I thought he would. I thought I'd have a little bit more space. I was wrong on that one. And we'll go with the PA boot slide. And we've got a main man open right there. It's Terry McLaurin, the greatest wide receiver in the NFL. He's an absolute freaking stud, man. Terry McLaurin's the greatest wide receiver of this series. I tell you what. We've turned him into an absolute monster among children. Kyle Pitts is 2 yards away from 1,000. Hopefully we'll be able to get him that. And Trey Lance just completely overthrew Tajay Chamberlain there. I don't know what happened, why he did that, or what the reasoning was, but he completely just missed him. I don't know if it's because I went with catch and run. Maybe that wasn't the best option there. Oh, that's a holding call, but it's a touchdown, Kyle Pitts. You got to be kidding me. Ah. That works so well, too, but it's going to be Penei Sewell called for the hold. Unfortunate. Kyle Pitts, when we traded for him, had like 400 yards or something. Maybe 300 yards. He was not utilized very much in the Falcons offense. And we've got him here, and we've absolutely turned things around for him. Changed his career trajectory. And I'm going to lob that up. One-on-one. I like the matchup. He dropped it, Kyle. You can't drop that. You can't. You physically just can't drop that, Kyle. I don't know if you didn't know that you couldn't drop that, but you can't drop that, Kyle. That's unacceptable. 3rd down. I'm going to roll and throw it to Jamar Chase. He gets 2 feet down on the run. Accurate throw from Tajay Chamberlain. Or Tajay Chamberlain from Trey Lance. And that's going to be, oh, they're going to challenge it. Waste your challenge. Go ahead. Waste your challenge there. Good job. They call it a catch like it always is going to be. And we get a 1st and 10 from the 17. We enter the red zone for the first time. Colts have not had the ball on offense so far in this game. We've managed the first couple of minutes very well. And Jonathan Taylor finally getting a little bit of run room. We'll go for it again. Vera Tucker. That's not Vera Tucker. That's Quinn Miners, right? No, not Quinn Miners. That's on the Barons. I forget who the left guard is now. Is it Vera? It's not Vera Tucker. Is it? I don't remember. Jonathan Taylor scores a touchdown. The streak continues. He scored at least 1 touchdown every single game. Rushing touchdown. It is Vera Tucker. Did we trade Elijah Vera Tucker? I could have sworn we traded Elijah Vera Tucker. That's number 19 for Jonathan Taylor on the year. He is getting super close to that record. Remember, 22 is the rushing record. The rushing yard or rushing touchdown record. So we score first pretty easily after that first couple of plays where we had to go on 4th down and throw it to Kyle Pitts. After that, it was fairly simple to get down the field, and we will see the 2nd-year man from Boise State, Trevor Goodrich. How will he play? He has not played good in the series against us. Ever since getting drafted last year, he has not been that great. But we'll see what he does. We'll see if he's got anything in him, anything special. Does he have that dog in him? Romeo Goddard makes impact on the first play, and that's going to be caught out of bounds. Hayden Hurst. Romeo Goddard making his presence felt on the opening play. You love to see it. 2nd down and 10 after the long throw. They took a shot. They're taking another shot. It's Patrick Surtain. He's going to get it wrestled out of his hands, Pat. We got to go instant replay. What just happened? Pat Surtain had the interception guaranteed. It was locked in. Michael Gallup wrestled it away from him. It's in Pat Surtain. It's in Patrick Surtain's hands. And Michael Gallup, with one arm, wrestles it out of his hands. Unbelievable effort from Michael Gallup here. Absolutely insane effort. Getting a little too close. What a grab from Michael Gallup. I thought Surtain had this picked off easily. Look at Surtain's eyes. Look at his eyes. I thought this was guaranteed interception style. But no, Michael Gallup says, "Give me that ball." And he rips it away from him. It's called for a catch. And that is not a good start to this game for the Cougar defense. But we've had a history of this defense being Swiss cheese. Not so much this year. We've pretty much blown out every team we've played except for the Chiefs. So other than that, we've pretty much dominated everybody we've come up against. But I mean, hey, Colts rivalry games are different than normal games. And that's going to be, oh, that ball's out. That's unfortunate. Quentin Nelson falls right on top of that. Ball came out hard. I think that was that Kalen Cousins that came in, or was it Russ Telfer that came in and forced that fumble? I'm not sure. One of our linebackers did. That's going to be wide open. It's Hayden Hurst. Budda Baker gets broken off that tackle, just shrugs him off, and Trevor Goodrich finds a wide open man. He wasn't really wide open, but he was wide open because whoever was in coverage just wasn't keeping up with him for some reason. It's a tight end, and it's Hayden Hurst of all people. He's not like blazing fast or anything. Cam Curl pushes Mack forward. We stopped him for like a 1-yard gain or something, but he got pushed forward. Can we get a pressure on Trevor Goodrich? They're going to hand it off to, is that Juan Jordan? It is Juan Jordan. I forgot that we traded him there. Whoa, okay, so it's a little bit of a redemption game for Juan Jordan. Who did we trade him for? Did we just trade him for a draft pick? I don't even remember at this point. I kind of feel bad. That's the end of the first quarter. Cougars up 7-0 on the Colts, but the Colts are threatening. They are threatening for a score to tie this game. Will they get it? 3rd and 5. They can at least get a field goal if nothing bad happens here. And it's going to be caught. Jeff Sewell got the first down. Hayden Hurst. Jeff Sewell tried to wrestle him down before the first down marker. Hayden Hurst is too big, too strong. Couldn't stop him. Chase Young was in the backfield at the feet, and that's going to be a diving touchdown. Chase Young was at the toes. Chase Young was at the toes of Trevor Goodrich, but unfortunately it wasn't enough to throw him off. Tutu Atwell dives into the end zone, scores the touchdown to tie the game. Jonathan Taylor not happy with the defense. Well, it looks like he's not happy with the offense. I don't know why he wouldn't be happy with the offense. The offense was fine. But Jonathan Taylor just looking disappointed as he walks into the sidelines. But he will hopefully have another good drive. Tajay Chamberlain trying to make some man miss. He couldn't get away from the grip. The vice grip of whoever that was. And we'll get back to work. See what we can do. Tie game now, all of a sudden. There's the fake to Jamar. And the space was there, but I got slowed up by the guard. Slowed up by the guard. I had some space. Terry McLaurin one-on-one. If Terry McLaurin is one-on-one, I might throw this ball, but I think that, yeah, the safety's going to go help, obviously. You always need to have deep safety help over the top when Terry McLaurin's on the field. That's just a guarantee. Death, taxes, and Terry McLaurin will toast your corner if it's not safety help over the top. All right, it's a long saying, but you know what I mean. There's Jonathan Taylor again. Might as well just keep feeding it to him. I know it's not 150 rushing yards, but I mean, hey, I'll take yards however it may be coming. We've got Jamar Chase running a nice, beautiful route. So is Terry McLaurin. Where am I going to run to? I'm going to roll out to the left. I see a lot of people open. I might have to hit this. It's going to be a tight throw. Tajay, you didn't have to make that kind of play. You could have done it a little bit easier. You could have done it a little bit easier. His leg probably hit the dirt. Unfortunate. That could have been a really cool play. That's going to be Jamar. He holds on. Usually that's an incompletion. That usually gets called incomplete. But we'll cut this to the outside. Jonathan Taylor. Did he roll forward? He got it. Okay, I was a little bit worried there. The way that was looking, he didn't look like he was going to get it. I will roll outside. I don't have anybody. Don't have anybody. Get there, Terry. That's intercepted. I shouldn't have thrown that ever. That's my fault, not Trey's. Should never have even put that ball in that situation. I should have just threw it away and taken whatever the next play would have happened. That's unfortunate because now Hayden Hurst is becoming like the greatest player of all time. All right. Penei Sewell talking a little trash to Hayden Hurst too. Colts get the ball to start the second half, so we got to be worried of that. 3:49 to go in the half. Goodrich playing like he is a god. Again to Hayden Hurst. Are we going to have to adjust to cover Hayden Hurst? Because it seems like he's being the only guy that's dominated us. I mean, Tutu got the touchdown, but Hayden Hurst got him all the way down there. Trev Favors finally makes Goodrich panic. Why do I suck? I suck. It's just that simple. That should have been an easy sack for Trev Favors, number 19, number 18, whatever it was on the season. And yet I missed it. But I'm not going to miss that one. Chase Young, user sack. Chase Young gets number 10 on the year, and that is 4th and 12. What a stud he is. Absolute stud. They will punt us the ball back, thankfully, and I'll just fair catch this because I'm not going to get hit by 2 people that aren't even blocked at all. It's like they don't even care about punt blocking at all in this game. It's wild. All right, looks like Kyle Pitts got the stamina glitch, so he's not out there, unfortunately, but we'll just keep giving this off to Jonathan Taylor. If you're not going to cover Jonathan Taylor coming out of the backfield, I'll be happy to just continue to hit him because he is getting us chunks after chunks. But this one might have to be a bigger chunk. Jamar Chase couldn't outrun him. That would have been awesome because we had a blocker downfield. That would have been amazing if he would have been able to swipe through that tackle. And that will be the 2-minute warning of this game. All tied up, 7-7 as we enter the second quarter, or the twilight of the second quarter. Chamberlain, McLaurin, Chase. Hit Jamar Chase right there. He splits through everybody, gets the first down. 11 for 16, 114 yards and a stupid interception, but we'll have to live with it. I'll roll outside. Oh, Jamar toasted everybody. Jamar Chase down to the 9. Jamar Chase is feeling it. Let Jamar cook is what I have to say. Terry's one-on-one. You can't give me this. You can't give me this one-on-one Terry McLaurin crowd. Look at that. He toasted his man. Get out of here. You cannot guard Terry McLaurin in press coverage one-on-one. That's 23. I think he might have done it. I think that might be the record there, right there. We'll keep scoring with him just to make sure. But I tell you every single week, you cannot guard Terry McLaurin one-on-one with no safety help over the top. Especially in press coverage. You just can't do it. He's going to cook you every time. He's done it for 3 seasons. He's done it for 4 seasons. I don't know how many seasons we've done. I think 4 seasons. He's done it since he's been a Cougar. He's electrifying. He's elite. He's the best wide receiver in all of football. You cannot stop him. You just can't do it. 1 minute and 3 to go for the Colts before the half. Chase Young trying to make something happen. He will. Chase Young gets the sack. That's number 2 for him on the day. 11 on the season. That's a massive one because now he's got his X Factor activated. Fearmonger has been activated. Under a minute to go. The Colts have 1 timeout because they wasted it on that challenge in the first quarter. And that's going to be caught. He will not get many yards. He gets 5. He gets 5. It's 3rd and 15. Quick snap. Chase Young's in the backfield, and he's going to force a bad throw. Did they go for this? No, they just punt it. That makes sense. Chase Young forces a bad throw. He could have had his 3rd sack of the game if he wouldn't have got that ball off. And we're just going to fair catch this because look at that. Look at Budda Baker just not even covering at all, not even blocking. 29 seconds. We're a very high-scoring, fast-paced offense. We could certainly score again if the situation allows. I'm not sure where to go with this ball, though. I think I might just take off and run here and then just get out of bounds with Trey Lance. 23 seconds, 9-yard carry. I don't think we're going to be doing the challenge. We'll try in the second half. We'll try in the second half, see what happens. Who's open? If Terry makes a play upfield, get that. Tajay holds on to the football. We'll call a timeout. Big time play from the young receiver. Huge play. Tajay Chamberlain. Huge play, Tajay. Or should it be big play, Tajay? I don't know. Whatever his nickname is. Dalton Schultz one-on-one I like, but I'm just going to have to run out of bounds here. 7 seconds. I think we can get another quick throw. I think we get another quick throw, and then we'll go for the field goal, depending on what happens here. But I think if Terry gets open here or Jamar Chase, either one, I think we can do something here. Give it to Terry. Let him go and try. And with literally 1 second left, Terry dropped the football. That would have been a wild catch. But if anybody was going to catch it, Terry would have been the one. So we'll go with the field goal here. Are they going to block it? Ooh, they were really close. But Blankenship straight down the middle. And we lead by 10 into the second half. Up and down game. Not our most dominant performance we've ever had. But it looks like we're going to have to stop the short passes and medium passes for Trevor Goodrich. Forget about Marlon Mack. He's not the problem. It's Hayden Hurst. Hayden Hurst has become a problem. I wish we could change like our helmets so we could have like an alternate helmet. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be really cool, actually. We'll see what we can do. Chase Young still has his thing activated, and he has to allow. We can't allow 20 yards. That's the only way that it gets deactivated. That's gonna be Cam Curl knocking it incomplete. They are going heavy for Hayden Hurst. That is for sure. That's another target for him. But Cam Curl in coverage. Not usually a guy that goes one-on-one in coverage, but he did a good job there. Chase Young shuts that down. Marlon Mack going nowhere. That's a tackle for loss right there. Chase Young on the stop. It's 3rd and 11. We're going to keep using him. He's been the dominant force here, especially with his X Factor activated. He is a problem. That's going to be another bad throw, and it will be incomplete. Goodrich just lobbed it. Nobody there. And that is another 3 and out. Big time play. We'll call for another fair catch because there's no blocking whatsoever. And we'll go back on offense. Let's get back to running the football since that is one of our big challenge. So look at that 4 down linemen and the big gap in the middle there. I have a feeling this is going to be a decent run, and it's going to be a good one, about 5 or 6. 30 yards, I mean, 30 yards on something that we couldn't really run. That's a decent chunk to already have on the ground, and he's going to get about 5 more, maybe 6. We're going to keep it moving. If this is the personnel they want to have out there, then I will accept that because it's easy to run on. Jonathan Taylor keeps going. He's got 10 for 48 and a touchdown. Keep it running. Make them gassed. This personnel is bad to defend the run, although maybe it's not so bad. Jonathan Taylor down after a few yards. We will go with a play action dig here. Dalton Schultz on the outside. McLaurin's on the inside in the slot. Throw that quickly. That's Terry. Good catch. First down. 210 yards for Trey Lance, not for Terry. Jonathan Taylor's back in the game, and we'll get back to the run game. This formation is a little bit better to stop the run. But not good enough as Jonathan Taylor gets about 5 more. Maybe 6 more. 2nd down and 4. We'll go for a run again. Good stop there. Good stop. 3rd and 2. They're going to expect another run. I'm going to roll out here, set my feet, throw it to Dalton Schultz, and it's going to be an easy catch. Easy pitch and catch for Dalton Schultz there, and we'll go. Austin Eckler's in the game, but I don't really want to run this ball. I want to throw this. If Jamar Chase does what McLaurin did, he did. Jamar Chase on the outside, touchdown, Cougars. Back shoulder throw, and Jamar Chase does his job. Great job, Jamar. Great back shoulder throw from Trey Lance to be able to confuse the corner, and Trey Lance connects with Jamar Chase, and that is going to be a field goal up and good, and it is 24-7. Trey Lance is 7 yards away from 5,000. 7 yards away from 5,000. Whoops, that's not very powerful. I pressed X too many times. And it's going to be a return at least, but it's going to give them great field position to start with. Maybe that won't matter. Maybe it will. Daryl Royals in there to stop him at the 26-yard line. And we'll see how this offense does against our dominant defense. They have not had a good run of things here the past couple of drives. Let's see what happens here. They start with a Marlon Mack run, something that has been very scarce so far. He had some opening. That's the biggest play for the Colts in a long time, maybe of the entire game. But just like that, the X factor is dissipated from underneath Chase Young. And they go back to the run again. You might as well. I mean, it worked so well that last time. He got most of his yards all on that one carry. Second down and 7. Is Goodrich actually going to step back and pass here? He's not had a great day throwing, except for when he's throwing to Hayden Hurst. And he's going to throw that. It's going to be caught. Michael Gallup. Oh, no, it's Tutu Atwell. Excuse me. And Tutu's just too fast. Nothing I could do on that one. Surtain got beat. I think that was Surtain who was... It was Surtain that was covering. He just... Nobody... Once Surtain got beat, nobody was catching Tutu Atwell. Great job by the Colts there. They pull it back to within 10. Not much of a problem because our offense is so dominant. But, I mean, it does suck to allow a touchdown like that, or just touchdowns in general, since our offense or our defense has been so suffocating and so dominating this entire season. Gets to the 24-yard line. Good return from Tajay. Big play, Tajay. And we'll get back to the run game. We will get back to the run game since that is the wheel spin. Run for 150 yards. We'll cut it to the outside. That was a bad idea. And we lose a couple yards on that one. They did a good job of defending that. Let's see. What do we go with here? We'll go with the fade smash. This could work. How many incompletions do I have? I have 1 of 2. Okay. Terry, beautiful throw from Trey Lance. Terry's wide open. He's just so good. You cannot cover him. He's so dominant. He is a matchup nightmare in every definition. He's such a beast. Jonathan Taylor trying to get the outside. Cuts inside, breaks a tackle. And he gets the first down. I'll take that for sure. Gonna run it again. Taylor gets stuffed at the line. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Chase. I like the Chase route. I like the Terry route. I also like the Tajay Chamberlain route. That would have been picked off for sure if Gambler was not activated. Luckily for us, it was. And we survive. It's 3rd down and 10. I shouldn't have thrown it to him. That's my mistake. Throw that. That's big play Tajay. And he gets the first down. So we end up getting him the ball anyway. Terry might have been open at the sideline, but I didn't want to risk it. Didn't need to throw a bad pass and then have to go on 4th down. That's going to take us to the 4th quarter. The final quarter against the Colts. And we will go back to the run game, try and hopefully get 150 rushing yards. If Jonathan Taylor can just eat away at this defense. He's got 75. He's pretty close. Not pretty close. He's still got a long way to go. We just got to keep eating away. That's another yard. Every yard counts, I guess. McLaurin, Schultz. So we really only have McLaurin and Schultz as options here. And I'm going to just check this down. That's Enriquez, the offensive lineman, who gets lit up. Absolutely blown away by that tackle. Held onto the football. Good on him. And that's going to be great blocking. Jonathan Taylor breaks the tackle. Fights for extra yardage. He's down at the 6. 92 on the game for him. He's going to try and run it in for a second touchdown. Jonathan Taylor breaks the tackle and is in. Number 2. That's 20 on the year. That is 20 on the year on the ground for Jonathan Taylor. And there is the extra point up and good. 31-14, back to a multiple possession game again, even higher. We'll see what this offense has up their sleeve after the Tutu Atwell touchdown. Maybe a little bit of a unfair catch and run. Who knows? Maybe a little cheap, a little cheesy. But that's what Madden is. We'll see how they do here at the 25-yard line. Goodrich has time, finds his man. It's Hayden Hurst. Who else? He only targets Hayden Hurst and Tutu Atwell. He's got Michael Gallup on the field, and yet he targets 2 of his lower-rated guys. I mean, Hayden Hurst is like a 74 overall or whatever he is, 75. That's going to be a quick throw. Again, it's Hayden Hurst, but this time he can't hold on. Tevin Lambert, the young man. The young safety comes in and knocks that ball away. Good play from him. And that is 2nd down and 10. Can we force an incompletion again or a sack maybe? That's going to be, oh, Telfer was inches. He was inches from knocking that ball away. But who else? Who else but Hayden Hurst there? Not surprised that he caught that ball or even was targeted. Not surprised one bit. Goodrich. He's got a deep one. Alex Ali was the only man in the area. I mean, Hayden Hurst was close, but he was never going to be catching that ball. 2nd down and 10. And who else but Hayden Hurst was the target on that one? He's got to have like 15 targets in this game. Trey Favors makes a good play, but can't get to the quarterback in time. I completely whiff with Tevin Lambert. Trayvon Diggs lays a big hit, but I could have stopped him before getting a first down there. But of course, it's me. So I'm going to miss a user tackle in the open field. No surprise there. Trent Favors gets by the right tackle, Braden Smith, but not quick enough. I missed a tackle again, but I didn't miss that one. Jeff Sewell lays a big hit on Marlon Mack. Doesn't fumble the football, though. They're wasting a lot of time. I don't think we're going to get 150 rushing yards with Jonathan Taylor here. They double Trent Favors. He gets the ball away, steps out of bounds. I don't know if he caught that in bounds or not, but whatever. They give it to him, so. 2nd down and 3. If they score here, would they kick the onside kick? I don't even know. I don't really want them to because I need as many yards as possible with Jonathan Taylor. But Chase Young gets number 3. Number 3 on the day. That's what, 20 or 12? Is that 12? It is. Chase Young is having himself a sneaky quiet season. That's going to be either intercepted or out of bounds. It is intercepted and out of bounds. 4th and 13. Here we go. This is what we live for. This is what we play for. 4th down and 13 from the 29-yard line. Get to the quarterback. Force it out of bounds. Force it incomplete. AJ Terrell does his job. Didn't pick it off. Actually, when I said Jeff Sewell had that big hit, it actually was AJ Terrell. For some reason, I thought that was Jeff Sewell. But I just recognized the number, and it was AJ Terrell who made that big hit on that same drive. So we'll go 100 yards. We need 50 yards. There's definitely 50 yards of field in front of us, so it is not out of the realm of possibility for Jonathan Taylor to get this goal. The only problem is we can't run the football right now. That's a slight problem. We go to the 2-minute warning. I don't think they're going to use their timeouts because they're down by 3 scores, so I wouldn't think they would use their timeouts. You never know with the CPU what they're going to do. We're going to try and get this first down here, and then we'll go for the run. I've got a man open at the sidelines. It's Jamar Chase. What a throw. A legit grown-up throw by Trey Lance there. What a stud. And we're exactly at the 50-yard line. It's got to be Jonathan Taylor all the way, and he's not going to get very much on that one. That's a little bit upsetting there. Lost a yard even on that. All right, we'll get a decent carry there. 107 yards. I just don't think it's going to happen. They're starting to really stop the run here. They're really starting to contain the run now in the 4th quarter, which is something that I don't need them to do. I'm going to try and lose a couple yards here. I'm trying to lose as many yards as possible, but at least I got the first down. I don't think it's going to happen, man. I don't think it's going to happen. It's got to be Jonathan Taylor the rest of the way. He literally has to get every single yard, and I just don't think that's going to happen, not with the way that they're running, or not the way that they're stopping the run here. Ooh, good cut. Jonathan Taylor. Under a minute to go. He's got 115. I just don't think he's going to do it. Good effort. But especially with the clock running down as low as it is. I got the first down. We'll call a timeout to try and save as much clock as possible. It's got to be Taylor all the way, man. He's got to get every single yard just to even stand a chance. And I still don't think the math works out. 22 yards left. And he's going to get about a yard maybe. He's got 118. They are just automatically shutting down the run. I don't know why they've all of a sudden just become a dominant run-stopping team. What has happened here? He needs 30 yards. We don't have 30 yards in front of us. We're not going to get it, unfortunately. But I can get another passing touchdown here with Terry McLaurin because he's an absolute freaking stud. and he's wide open. 2 seconds left. Unfortunately, we will not get the challenge wheel. That kind of sucks. We got 130. Or we had 120. I mean, 120 yards rushing. But they all of a sudden, this last drive, they just became like the greatest run-stopping defense of all time. I don't know what changed in them. It's like they knew that we had to rush for 150 yards, and they just all of a sudden just amped it up. I mean, even in the second half in general, they became like such a really good stopping the run defense. Run-stopping defense. Can Trent Favors get a sack here to end the game? That would be really cool. Maybe Chase Young. Nope, he's going to heave it. Has anybody got a play on it? Nope, it's just going to be knocked incomplete. We win 38-14 over the Colts. Final division game of the year. And Trey Lance played really well. Had a stupid interception, but it is what it is. 23 of 30, 318 yards, 3 touchdowns and a pick. 29 carries, 120 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Jonathan Taylor. 8 catches, 123 yards, touchdown for Jamar Chase. 6 for 94 and 2 touchdowns for Terry McLaurin. And Kyle Pitts had the stamina glitch affect him. 1 catch for 17 yards, and that was that 4th down play. Chase Young, 5 tackles, an absolute menace. 3 sacks. He was the only guy to get a sack today. We didn't pick off him at all. We had a couple opportunities to. We had a couple opportunities to pick off Goodrich, but either they were out of bounds or that crazy Michael Gallup catch that he just ripped it away from Surtain. That was wild. But we win the game. That's all that really matters. We get another win, which is 14 wins now on the season. And we have 2 games left in the year. Cardinals and Tampa, I think. Let's go see the updated record books, I guess. See what we're going on. See what and the next 2 seasons and figure out how close we are. We're going up against Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals, 9-6. Our final home game of the series is coming up in the next episode because we play Week 18 on the road at Raymond James. So our final home game of the series going up against Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals, who are 9-6 on the year. Let's quickly check some records and see how close we are on some of them. NFL records for a season. Trey Lance has just eclipsed 5,000 yards, I'm pretty sure, so he'll be up here soon. He's not up here yet, but he will be up here pretty soon. Then passing touchdowns this season, there he is with 53. He needs 2 more to tie, 3 to take the lead. Rushing yards, he's not going to do it. He's getting close, but he's not going to do it. Rushing touchdowns, though, he has 20 on the year, so he needs, what does he need? He needs 31 to break the record, 32 to break the record, but technically he needs 29 to break the official record. Getting 9 rushing touchdowns in 2 games is going to be very, very hard to do. So maybe we can get him on the board, but probably not anywhere near the top. Receiving yards, we're not going to have any. Actually, Terry's kind of close. Terry's got like 1,500, I think, so he could get on the board pretty soon. Receiving touchdowns, though, Terry McLaurin does pass Randy Moss. He has the record now, 24 touchdowns in the season. Amazing from him. Defensive sacks, like I said, he's just not going to get here. Trent Favors is close, but not going to matter. Defensive interceptions, we have the record there. So we have 2 official records, which is awesome to see. Actually, 3 official records, because Trey Lance is more than likely going to get, with 2 games, I would expect him to get 3 passing touchdowns within 2 games. So I'm going to count us as having 3 official records in the season. So it's a pretty good thing. We set out for breaking records this season, and looks like we're going to do at least a couple of them. So that is going to do it for this episode, though. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I really do appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed, as always, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. I appreciate you guys stopping by, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.